Magic Mike in the mix. You're tuned to the Magic Show Deluxe, syndicated. You know what I mean? I did a promo the other day on my social media. We have an artist goes by the name of Pretty P. Right now, live on the Zoom, we got my girl Pretty P. What's going on, Pretty P?
What's going on?
You all the way in New York right now?
New York.
See, I'm in Ottawa, right? So it takes about 8 hours to get. I used to travel all the time to see my family. You know? You ever been to Canada?
I've never been to Canada.
You never been to Canada, yeah? All right. Rising up. Plus your vocals right now, it sounds like you're underwater. You know what I mean? We're gonna hear the playback, right? The playback, listen to me right now. I don't edit nothing. I play it back. If that playback ain't good, we're gonna have to do this whole interview again. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully the playback
is that better?
Oh, that's way better. There we go.
Okay.
Yo, those of you at home right now watching on YouTube, on Roku and all that, you're on your big screen TV. Some of y'all probably have one of those little boom boxes. You can hear it well now. Because over here at Magic Productions, we make sure that sound quality. That's what a lot of people say about my show. So Pretty P, are you into acting? Because you got that look. You know what I mean? Do any acting, modeling?
I mean, I got a little skit on my my Instagram. But no, I'm not really I can be, but I'm not really.
Okay. Now let's talk about your album. It's called Pretty Dangerous.
Pretty dangerous.
Now I heard, because I got, the link right here on the Google Drive, and it's very diverse. You know what I'm saying? Don't you find New York should have been more diverse? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay? Because in the 90s, hip-hop was diverse. You knew it was from the East Coast, but we had so much ideas. You know what I mean? I say East Coast because I'm above you, right? All we got was New York hip-hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for some strange reason, some people blame 50 Cent for the demise of the East Coast hip-hop. Do you feel that way? Because he brought a universal sound. So I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But what do you say to when people say things like that? Because the East Coast can't come back. New York can't come back. The South took it, man. The South had it, like Baby said.
Well, you know what it is with New York? Everybody, I just posted up some stuff. It's like New York, it's too much competition out here. It's like nobody, like you guys are like in the South, like they just support each other. They post each other. They you know what I'm saying? They work with each other.
If you're hot in New Orleans, if you got a record in New Orleans that's hot, you got every single Southern state playing it. You know what I mean? Look at Little John. You know what I'm saying? Look how they helped him out. Paul Wall. The list goes on. I find that, no disrespect to 50 Cent, you know what I mean? I've hosted Tony Yayo, met Tony Yayo. We talked sometimes. I hosted Lloyd Banks. We came to Ottawa. You all know I love you to death, right? But the whole beefing thing within your own city caused a major problem. You know what I mean? It caused a major problem. Instead of helping other New York rappers, because you see what they were doing down south. They were rising up. Y'all should have just came together, and you guys could have took the whole thing back.
Absolutely.
Do you feel New York's got a future here? Because myself, I really want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Some really good music coming out, like, Pretty P. But do you really feel that New York could get its throne back and the crown back?
I feel like I'm going to try to. I'm going to be the one to try to, but I feel like right now, no. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay. So who are the producers on Pretty Dangerous, right? We got this one. Go ahead.
Nam Nitty. There's Nam Nitty. Nam Nitty. He's dope rapper / producer. He a lot of almost all my tracks. I would say like 70% of my tracks, to be honest. Nam Nitty produced.
So 70% of your tracks, right? What's your favorite track on that album?
Pretty Dangerous. What you bitches want?
Okay, well, why is that your favorite track? Why are you telling people that's your favorite track? Because you're going to get them to listen to that mostly.
Well, because What You Bitches Want is different. I wasn't on that type of time at first, you know what I'm saying? Everything was like trying to be like with the times and like commercial. And that one, it's commercial, I feel like, and it's with the times, and I'm talking shit at the same time.
That's right. I love your New York accent, right? I got cousins born and raised in New York. Right, that's one thing that it stands out in hip hop is that New York accent. I don't care the South; they got accents too. I'm on the porch and I'm drinking my Kool-Aid. And in New York, it's like, yo, nigga, you know what I mean? I'm in the stairwell. You know what I mean, son? Just blazing my split. So you see the difference. We're more harder out here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to bring that hard rugged back. We need to bring some lyrics back. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel
Absolutely.
like the old? Do you feel
Absolutely.
like you know when some rappers say I'm too old to rap, but yet they're making sense? It's like the older guys are making
Yes.
the older female making sense, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Do you feel like they shouldn't go nowhere?
No, I don't feel like they shouldn't go nowhere. I feel like, this because, for instance, my now Liddy, my producer, but he makes sense of everything he says, and everything and it's real bars, and it's no cap and rap. Like everybody's capping, everybody's bubblegum. So I do think that they should have a future with music. My opinion.
Now, there's a difference between being influenced from an artist and stealing the artist's idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Mm-hmm.
ever seen that? Have you ever seen, like, for instance, Everything Pretty, right? Or that freestyle. You
Yes.
see people like copying your shit because you're very original.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I have a lot of rap beef, which is ridiculous, but yeah, absolutely.
What do you have to say
Mm-hmm.
what do you got to say for all the women in hip hop, particularly black women? Because black women are portrayed a certain way in this music culture, which I think is
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. When I was raised in hip hop, everybody was sounding different. You know what I mean? Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, they were sexy, but they weren't trashy about it. You know what I'm saying?
They weren't trashy.
How do you
Mm-hmm.
feel about
Absolutely.
our sisters really degrading themselves? Because you see what happened with
It's
Tory
terrible. I
Lanez.
feel like, yeah, they give us a bad name. They give us a bad reputation because everybody that I work with, or anybody that I come across, like men wise, it's like, I guess because everybody else is doing it, they expect certain shit from you. If that makes any sense. Like they give us a bad reputation. Like, you got to sleep with people to get to the top. It's like, it's terrible. But I don't do that. I won't do that. But it's terrible.
And there's all kinds of stuff you got to do to get to the top. You know what I mean? It's funny how all the secrets are coming out
Yeah,
about
I'm
the
not.
music business, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
How did you meet MJ,
Mm-hmm.
right? Big ups to MJ, one of the biggest, artist promoters, publicists in the game. How did you and MJ meet up?
Well, I personally haven't met MJ. My manager connected the dots with that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but she's dope though. Shout out to you, MJ. Thank you for
she,
everything.
she is. Well, check this out. Do you got a video
Man,
for everything? You got a video for Everything Pretty, correct?
I haven't done everything pretty yet. I just dropped the everything pretty. I had a party and I needed something bouncy and catchy, and I just wrote it real quick, and yeah,
Okay.
but not yet. It's in the works. It's in the works. I'm doing a video every week, so I'm pretty sure everything pretty is gonna get done soon.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
the audio goes on digital and things of that nature, right? And FM when we shoot it out to them. But this is a
Mm-hmm.
TV program. We want to see the video, right? So we're gonna play
Absolutely.
Everything Pretty, and then from there we're gonna hear one of your classics. We want to see the video for Everything Pretty. We'll just probably put the cover and have the
Okay.
song play for visuals. But I want to see a music video.
Yeah.
That's why people come to my channel because they want to see that music. I'm like that. I'm bringing back music video shows, to tell you the truth. A lot of people are up on here,
Yeah.
with their little podcasting, talking about me, me, me. I'm
Yeah.
still interviewing people and showing their content. Sometimes their content gets copywritten. I get paid off advertising, right? But look what I sacrificed to bring you this quality music from these artists, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
What music video should we play that you got in the bag? I'll
The
write it
biggest
down.
P.
I'll write it down right now.
The biggest P is my shit. The biggest P is winning right now. That's the freestyle I did. That's the video. I did a video with that too.
Okay, so you telling me what's on your Instagram? That's your video with the shoes in the
Um,
back?
Reflection. Oh, I just dropped reflections also, but no. Oh, with the shoes. With the shoes in the back.
Okay, okay. Let me show you. Let me show you.
I got my bag right. Jumped off the porch in the traffic running red lights. Careful when you merging when them black trucks swerving. Big bitches posting titles, but they ain't really deserve it. Female rapper of the year.
In a shoe store or something. Hold on one second.
Oh no. That's first place. That's not a music video. That was just a platform.
That was just a platform?
Yeah, it's a platform that I did. If you go to my page, it's pinned. I have
Okay.
yeah, it's like a bunch of people in it. It should be like the first video actually. Second
Oh,
video.
right here. Damn. All right. Right there. Okay. You see it? See all?
Yeah,
Everybody on YouTube and Roku, you see that? All right. So we're gonna grab this, and the track is called The Biggest P.
Biggest P.
I'll just grab it right now, folks. Okay. Sometimes Instagram likes to play games, right? So I'm gonna grab it here for you folks. I'm gonna go to copy, right? Then I'm gonna go to my app. It's called Instagram Downloader. Instagram, you should be paying me here Everything Pretty. But before we hear that, what's your social media so they can download your music, check you out?
My social media is _RealPrettyP.
Okay. And that's for everything, right?
That's for everything. _RealPrettyP. Yeah. Also my Snapchat and TikTok also.
Okay. So what do you got? I need you to like anything last you want to say to the peoples right now, specifically the female artists. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like don't let anybody stop your success. If you believe in yourself, that's all you need. Just keep going. Don't stop. Like it's so many people that are that will try to bring you down and compete with you. Just do your own shit. Just do your thing. Just keep your head up high and do your shit.
All right. That's good advice. That's very good advice. Well, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure to talk to you, Pretty P, and more success for you. You know what I mean? There's not too many females like you that really got bars and that New York accent that's really coming back. You know what I mean? Remy Ma, man, we had she was our hope. She was our hope, and then you got a decent man, but we don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
No,
you know what I mean? Papoose could have been cheating. Papoose could have been cheating on her, degrading her the whole time, and you keep doing that to a woman. She's gonna go have her fun. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't know, right? I mean, I hear Papoose's story. I don't know about Remy Ma, but here's your track, Everything Pretty, right here on the Majic Show Deluxe Syndicated. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, here we go. And we're gonna play The Biggest P.
The Biggest P.
That's right, music video, but we're gonna play the MP3 with the flyer for this one. Here's Everything Pretty right here on the Majic Show Deluxe Syndicated. Yeah.
Everything pretty. Everything pretty round here. Everything pretty round here. Everything pretty round here. From my face to my waist to my 30-inch hair. Everything pretty round here. Everything pretty round here. Everything pretty round here. From my face to my waist to my 30-inch hair. I love diamonds. If he broke, I pay no mind to him. You gotta have a bag, I like the finer things. Everything pretty from my crib to my friends. I like him as much as his money he trying to spend. I got a friend for your friend. When you pretty, that's a win-win. You hit the jackpot, baby. This a big Benz. Always premium. We don't do the regular. Foot up on the gas, and I ain't never letting up. Everything pretty round here. Everything pretty round here. Everything pretty round.